I'm Judy from the White Pigeon Township Library. I am delighted to be here at Loveway with Sherry Becker
Shelley.
and Shelley Becker, pardon me, and Erica Freshour. Loveway is a Equestrian riding center, Therapeutic, and we are going to take a little tour today, learn a little bit about what they do here and the services they offer. So thanks so much for having us, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can
Thanks
tell
for
us
coming.
a little bit about how this got started.
Sure. Go ahead, Shelley.
Sure, absolutely would love to. So Loveway has been here for almost 50 years now. We were started by Sandy and Gary Weatherwax in honor of their daughter Lori, who unfortunately passed away at the age of 16. But this was her dream. And so her mother and father continued on even after their loss of Lori to see that Loveway came to fruition today. So
That's wonderful.
yes.
Story.
Yes, it is. It really is amazing. So our founder is still 5 doors down from us.
Okay.
She's still an active part of Loveway and steps in every couple weeks to see us and make sure things are going well. And we're very blessed by our history and just her continued pouring into
That's
our
wonderful.
organization.
And what are the roles that each of you play here?
Sure, I'm Shelley Becker and I'm the director.
And I'm Erica Freshour, and I'm the volunteer coordinator.
Okay. And I know you're always looking for volunteers too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So what does it take for someone to volunteer here? I'm sure there's training involved.
Yes.
Yes.
So if there's any interest, what I like to do is I'll send you to the website if you have internet access at home. So that's www.lovewayinc.org.
Okay.
And you can find a lot of more information on our website about volunteering and what it takes to volunteer in one of our classes. And then there's also an online application that you could fill out. So that kind of starts the process. That comes to me directly, and I'll just review it and then reach out to you and talk to you about how we can get you in for training.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's take a little tour. I'd like to see what you do here.
Great.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So we've just walked through the front doors of Loveway, and they've got a beautiful facility here. It looks like a conference room. What do you use this space for?
So this is our lobby or our commons area, and so we use this for the students when they come. So most of our students, they come from area schools, and so a lot of times, because we can only have a certain amount ride at one time in the arena or participate in our grounds programs, the rest will wait in here, and the teachers or the paras will do activities, certain things like that, class-related work if that's what they want to do,
Okay.
while the other kids are participating in the arena or in the barn.
Okay. So what areas do you service?
Sure, I can help you with that. So we serve Elkhart County and Cass County, Michigan. Currently, we have 15 different schools attending Loveway. So we see Elkhart Community Schools, Goshen, Concord, Middlebury, Wani. We've got private schools coming as well as Cass County.
Okay. And what is the age range of the children that participate? Do you have a cutoff point?
You know, not really. Honestly, the majority of who we see comes from elementary schools, but we also do middle school and high school. And you have to be at least 4 years old and have an actual doctor's diagnosis to participate at Loveway, but there's no cap.
Okay. And you serve all sorts of diagnoses?
Yes,
Physical-
actually last year we serviced 90 different diagnoses.
Okay, that's wonderful. Great thing for the kids.
Yes, absolutely. Our program, we find, impacts children socially, emotionally, as well as the physical and cognitive aspect of challenges that they
It must be kind of a feeling of being in control when you're empowering a big
Yes.
animal like that.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
that's great.
Yeah, so no matter the diagnoses of our students, we always try to encourage them to be as independent as possible. So however that looks to them, of course, it's tailored to them and special to them, but we always encourage that independence as much as they can.
Perfect. Wonderful. So this is Elsa. She is a sweetheart. And we are in the stable right now. There's some beautiful horses. How do they get here?
Sure. Well, we are blessed to have an amazing equine director, and so his job is to seek out horses that are not just physically prepared for what we do, but mentally. It takes a really special horse to be a therapy horse, and so for Elsa here, she fits the mold, which is a hard one to fill. So she is one of I believe right now we have 23 horses on site. Yes, and it's really important, the horse with the partnership to the student. So the movement of that horse, the personality of that horse, the width of that horse. There are so many things that go into choosing the correct horse for our students.
Okay, so do the students typically, throughout the course of their time here, ride the same horse then?
That is the goal, yes. A big part of our program is that relationship and that bond that they create with not only their volunteer, that Erica is so well trained, but their equine as well, their horse. So, yes.
So I'm sure that, now, do some of your volunteers take care of the horses only? Because I would think that this would be quite a bit of care in itself.
Yes.
Keeping them fed and clean and happy.
It takes a village. I mean, we do have staff, obviously, that does feeding, but our volunteers come in early and they help groom them and make sure that their hooves are prepared and cleaned out and ready for class, as well as making sure that their tack is ready and just, so they're ready to go as soon as the kiddos hit the
Wonderful.
property.
She is a beauty. Are these typically older horses that you get for your classes?
You know, I wouldn't say older, I would say middle-aged.
And for the other horses, what, in its teens?
Yes, you know, a 10 to 15-year-old horse is usually a good age range for us if we can find them in that. Yeah, so Elsa, I believe she is 16 and she's been here for about 6 years now.
But she loves it here.
They
It's a
take
good life for a horse, isn't it?
is.
Yeah, we take very good care of them.
So this is Sherry Warlick, and she's a volunteer that has been with Loveway for a very long time. And maybe, Sherry, you'd like to just expand upon what keeps you here?
The joy it gives me. Really, when I leave this place, I am so much happier than when I get here. And I've worked with special needs everywhere, but this place is just a joy. And I know I just said that, but it just brings me so much happiness. You get so much more than you give here. So that's what keeps me coming back.
That's awesome. Thank you. And how many years have you been coming to Loveway?
I can't remember. My daughter was in 7th grade, started 7th grade, and now she's 26, so that long.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so come back here. Okay, and then you say horse coming through. Go ahead. Horse coming through. Good job.
So this is your arena, and I said you've got 2 students out here that have their horses ready and are walking around a little bit. Is it kind of a warm-up time for them? How does the class work?
Sure. Well, this is our first group of students that are preparing to ride, and so depending upon their lesson for the day, they will groom or do a little bit of tacking before they take their horse out. And so for these 2 students right now, they're just lining up and getting ready to mount. And their instructor has prepared a lesson for them that's individual to them. So each class has its own lesson, and it just depends on the level of where the kid's at and what the goals are from the teacher and the instructor as far as what we're hoping to accomplish this
All
year.
right. And it looks like these are not first-timers. They seem very comfortable, and
They are. We're blessed to be able to utilize our arena year-round. It's heated. So
that's great.
in those times when it's really cold and the kids come out, we can actually warm it up and keep it very comfortable.
Okay, yeah, it's a great size too. And you mentioned that in the warmer months, sometimes you do some riding outdoors.
Absolutely. We have access to 3 trails here at Loveway as well as an outdoor arena.
Wonderful.
So yes, the kids love it when they can go out and be on the trail.
And each of the students can have up to 3 volunteers. They will always have a horse leader. Sometimes it depends whether they'll have just 1 sidewalker or 2 sidewalkers.
This is an amazing place. I am so thrilled to be able to see this. I've heard about it, but you guys do a super job. You can see the joy and the smiles on their faces when they get up on that horse. Is there any way that people can help you out? I know you're desperately looking for volunteers.
Absolutely, there are so many ways to help Loveway. You know, I don't think that we got to mention of the 15 schools that participate here, none of them pay to ride. And so we do all of our own fundraising, and that takes a lot for a really small staff of just 16 people.
Great.
So we can always use help, and by accessing our website, I know that Erica mentioned that earlier, www.lovewayinc.org. You can find ways to either help with our fundraising events, or you can go to our wish list there. We also have community rewards like through Kroger or Amazon Smile or Harding's where you can support us. So there's many ways people can support us right from their own home.
Awesome, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'm just really excited about this place, and I hope you come back to visit again.
Thank you. Thanks for the
If not
opportunity.
volunteer, this is
Oh, absolutely.
All right, thanks again.